This is the story of a boy who dared to dream. The story of someone who would go on to become Japan's greatest footballer. The boy named Aoi Ashito. The manga Ashi came to an end in June 2024. It quietly wrapped up without much mainstream buzz. While many may not have followed the manga closely, but I was one of the few who read it weekly, chapter after chapter. And if you were part of that small group, you know just how special the story was and how deeply unforgettable the experience turned out to be. Aoashi isn't your typical sports manga. It's raw, grounded, and packed with strategic depth. At its heart is Ashito, a fiery teenager from a small town with raw talent and immense love for the game. But talent alone doesn't guarantee success, at least not in Japan's elite youth football scene, where the game is faster, smarter, and brutally competitive. Thrown into a world far beyond his level, Ashito has to unlearn everything he thought he knew and rebuild himself from scratch. What follows is a character-driven journey of growth, ego, setbacks, and ambition, all framed by the beautiful and unforgiving world of football. What made Aoashi special wasn't just the matches or the tactics, it was Ashito's evolution. We watched a hot-headed kid slowly transform not just as a footballer but as a person. Every training session, every defeat, every hard lesson, it all felt earned. He didn't just chase greatness, he grew into it, step by painful step. And it wasn't just about him. The team, the coaches, the rivals, the friends, every character had depth. They weren't just there to move the plot. They had goals, regrets, pride. That's what made this manga feel so real, so human. By the time it ended, I didn't feel like I had just read a sports manga. It felt like I had been a part of a long, emotional journey filled with dreams, pressure, and growth. A story that inspired you to be better, to work harder, to believe, even when the odds are against you. Aoashi wasn't loud or flashy, it was honest, and that's what made it unforgettable. To be honest, I'm a little saddened by the ending. I didn't expect it to wrap up just as it reached the peak of its storytelling, when every chapter was hitting harder than ever. But maybe that's why it worked. Maybe not getting closure is what made it feel so real. Because that's how life works, doesn't it? Some journeys end before we are ready, some questions stay unanswered, and maybe, just maybe, that's what makes them unforgettable. Would it have been the same if it had gone on longer? Would I still carry the same weight in my heart if it had ended differently? I don't know. And honestly, maybe I don't want to. Some questions are better left unanswered. And maybe this bittersweet feeling is exactly what Aoashi was meant to leave behind. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My passionate little rant about Aoashi and everything it made me feel. Honestly, I just wanted to give this series the love and recognition it truly deserves. This was my way of giving something back to a story that gave me so much. And hey, if you still haven't watched the anime, or you have never picked up the manga, then what are you seriously doing? Trust me, you are missing out on something special.